Hello! Today we are taking a field trip to my kitchen where we will be talking about all things spicy. Hey, hi! Welcome to Sharon Palmer Books and to my kitchen. I'm Sharon Palmer, and today we are going to discuss things that are spicy. We're going to compare tea to swearing. Wanted to show you my favorite go-to tea. This is Bengal Spice. Now this has a very robust flavor. It's not like most teas that are a little bit like flavored water. This has all of the spices that you would have in a chai latte without the chai part. It's got cinnamon and ginger, cardamom and cloves, and it is amazing. But today I wanted to talk about a different flavor of my teas. This one, because I wanted to show off a little bit about all of the layers that you can see in this tea. Now this tea is called Dream. It was given to me by my reader daughter, and its flavors, there's the package. It came in a package like this, but I was afraid that it would be too long in this package and not keep its freshness, so I keep it in a jar. But its flavors are, give me a second and I will find them. They're on this side, the side that you can see. Lemon, verbena, damask rose, linder, lavender, elderflower, sweet orange, and cornflower, and very tasty. And today we are going to make ourselves a cup of tea, and there are two things. You have to wait for the water to boil and get to the perfect 170 degrees that a kettle brings out all the flavors in your teas. That's one thing you have to wait for, and the other is the steeping time. Most teas, they want you to steep it for 4 minutes. I usually steep it for much longer than that because I really want some flavor and not just flavored water. I've started the kettle boiling, and while we're waiting, we are going to talk a little bit about some more things about tea. Now this tea has floral scents, obviously. It's going to be more of a floral scent taste. And so I'm going to put some tea into my little steeping jug. And I'm going to make sure that I have a little bit of everything. There's this, all right. And then I'm gonna make sure that I have at least one, maybe two of the damask roses in there as well, okay. Let's talk a little bit while we're waiting for it to pop. Oh, it's getting there though. I can hear the sound. Can you see it bubbling back there? It's starting to bubble right back there. It's kind of quieting it down. It's gonna go click here in just a minute. And when it goes click, we'll put the water in with my tea here. All right, so let's talk a little bit while we're waiting for it to go pop. Let's talk a little bit about swearing in books. I'm not a fan. It's just hey, did you hear the click? All right, hold on. We'll get back to this in just 1 second. Ouch, that steam is hot. Put the lid on my little cup, and it smells just like a garden. And I suppose it would taste like what a garden tastes like if you were to do it. All right, I need to set a timer for at least 4 minutes. I might make it 5, just because I like it a little bit, like I said, a little bit stronger. I will put some honey in it as well to sweeten it up a little. All right, so let's get back to swearing. I'm not a fan. I've been wondering if it offends me or if it just annoys me. Swearing, it's usually in real life supposed to elevate a point, I guess. I still feel like there's other ways you could do it. It's annoying, especially if the author uses it over and over and over again. And they use it as a descriptor. I feel like that in narrative, absolutely there is no place for cuss words. If you're describing something, or in exposition, I suppose, there's really no place for it. But I feel like that there are places that you could have a good swear word or two, especially if you're characterizing a character and you want to emphasize that this is a rough kind of person who's kind of uncouth, a little crass. That would be an appropriate time to put a swear word or two, but not to overdo it. When I read a book and it has swear words in it, the editor in me will, what? It will take the time to change it to something else or filter it out. It just takes me out of the story whenever I see any kind of swear word. It just seems to me like there could be a better way of keeping your readers in your story and to describe things. Also, not wear them out while they're trying to filter it out for themselves. There are places, not that they will filter them out, but they will rate a book and tell you how many swear words are in it, or if there are sex scenes or violence or anything like that. There are places, and I will put links below. Actually, Goodreads reviews will tell you some of that. So will Storygraph. In their review process, you can put in their warnings for swearing or anything like that. Also, there is a website, and it's called something. I don't remember. Hold on, I'll go look. The website is called ratedreads.com. ratedreads.com. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check it out as well if you would like. I will probably do another video on rated reads so that you can see how to work it. Hey, there's our steeping time is done. All right, let me turn my timer off. Oh, I need a cup to put this in because I'm not drinking out of that. This is one of my favorite cups. My husband gave it to me for, I think it was our anniversary. He might be able to tell me in a few minutes. He's actually listening right now. But this is my favorite thing. It says, Yoda best friend, love you I do. The other side says, Yoda Obi-Wan for me. It's one of my very favorite cups. Before I put the tea in, I am going to put the honey in so that the honey will melt and I won't have to do too terribly much stirring. All right, here we go. Pouring it in. Look at that. It's a great amber color, which means that it got a lot of body. Oh, that was perfect. Look at that. I made it right to the very tip top. All right, I'm gonna get myself a coffee stir so I can stir this thing up a little bit, stir up the bottom, maybe cool it off just a teeny bit because 170 degrees is really hot. I might have to just blow on it and pretend I'm sipping it because it's gonna be too hot. So there we go. All right, cheers. Nope, I ain't gonna try it. You'll just have to wait another time. Okay, it's been long enough that my tea has cooled down so I can actually sip on it. I came to the realization that I did not make the point that I really wanted to make about tea and swearing. The point or the analogy or the comparison I wanted to make is, what if this lovely tea, someone slipped something into it that made it bitter, but not all the time, just like every couple of sips. As you drink it, it was just like an assault on your taste buds. And to me, that is what happens when people put swearing, especially the F word, into a book. It makes it bitter and jarring and not palatable at all. And so that is the point that I really wanted to make. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.